Welcome back to our town hall. The war on big tech is officially on. This is pretty big and something that is likely going to be news for quite a while. The Department of Justice today filed an antitrust lawsuit accusing Google of abusing its dominance in the online search engine world to stifle competition and harm consumers. Now, it's complex, so NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams simplifies it for us.
This lawsuit accuses Google of using its enormous size to illegally monopolize the market for the advertising that pops up during internet searches. The suit says the company uses its size and wealth to get smartphone makers to put its search engines on new phones and in some cases to make Google undeletable, whether the customer wants to use it or not. The Justice Department says Google also pays carriers and web browsers billions of dollars to be the preset default search engine. It says that's by far the most effective way for a search engine to gain users because most people simply use the default.
Now, this is the most high-profile lawsuit the U.S. has brought against a tech company since the government's antitrust case against Microsoft almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, no surprise here. Google is fighting back, saying that this could open the floodgates for more cases against the company and other Silicon Valley firms. So what does this mean for the average Google user right now? Well, Pete answered that for us as well.
Google calls the lawsuit deeply flawed. It says people use Google because they choose to, not because they're forced to or because they can't find something else. This lawsuit does have bipartisan support because many in Congress have criticized the dominance of Google and other big tech firms. But this is a complicated case. It'll undoubtedly take years to work its way through the courts, so consumers are unlikely to see any immediate changes.
All right, so that kind of answers that. The House Judiciary Subcommittee on Antitrust, by the way, has argued that some changes are going to be needed to these antitrust laws to fit the new digital age. We'll see.
Stay tuned, as they say. And speaking of, coming up on the town hall.